Hi, and welcome to Salento with Love. I'm Davide MENGOLI, and another great episode of Palazzo Angelini. Amazing how these things is gently coming together and we see the transformation. I am sure that you're going to enjoy this episode of Palazzo Angelini, so I'll see you at the end. Thank you for watching my videos, but if you haven't become a subscriber yet, press the subscribe button, leave a comment. We always appreciate your comments. Thank you. Taking some of the rubbish away. Space is getting closer and closer to look amazing. So let's see what's happening here today. I know the LED strip there is driving you crazy, but this was, if you remember, Palazzo Angelini, but also one of the Thank God It's Friday. This was found as a result of putting a socket there, and all of a sudden we pushed the hole through and we just put a torch and we realized there was a big opening, and this big opening resulted to be this area. You'll probably remember that in one of the episodes. And so obviously then we cleared it all out, we did the stone floor in it, and we finished the walls now, and we're just plastering it, leaving that wall exposed and creating just a little space that he was there. It was a shame to lose it or to keep it buried, but to think about it, he was probably buried for 200 years, and he was just showing how these buildings have changed shape over a period of centuries. So the electricians are having a break, and you can tell how this cable's starting to come out from all the boxes. So this is a process that obviously is very important to do. Putting all the cables in, and it's important to do this process at this stage. Hey Daniele, because before you start finishing things up, if anything doesn't work or if anything doesn't go through, this is the time that you can actually fix it and take care of. I'll also take this opportunity to show you how the stairs have almost been finalized. These lines that you see, they're all going to be removed. It's just at the moment. Oh, are you still there? That means that you are enjoying our videos. Thank you very much for following the channel. Did you know that every Friday we issue a video called Thank God It's Friday, and you can see it if you join our membership? Do that, and I'll see you every Friday. The amazing lights are getting fitted. Wow. Can you see these spots? This is an amazing Italian company called 9010. They make the fittings in gesso. And so they fit inside, and then it gets plastered and painted. And so they get lost inside the wall. They become literally part of the wall. Here obviously it needs to be replastered. But can you see how beautiful these are? Absolutely stunning. Sometimes, you know, when you're doing a refurb like this, there's another one there, another one there. Elements like this really make a huge difference to the finish and also the uniqueness of each environment. Imagine coming through here and these lights shining down, another one shining up, but you're thinking, where does the real wall light fittings is attached? Because it will look as part of the plaster as one piece. 90-10. Now, obviously, they're a little bit of Italian design, so not just the normal things that you buy when you go to a light store, but and also when it comes to the assembling and the mounting, they do require quite a lot of work. The metal case that is part of the fitting gets installed and all the cables go to it. Then you've got the bit that fits inside the wall, and then after that you need to fill it and you need to plaster it all around and embed it into the wall. So it's not really, oh, I've got a light fitting, let's just get a couple of holes, wall plugs and screw it on. It obviously requires an incredible amount of extra work, but it is worth at the end.
Che dici?
This is the back of Palazzo Angelini, which at the moment looks absolutely amazing. Don't take any notice of that, which will disappear, but everything will have the copper, beautiful copper downpipe. And so this was a little bit of a strange thing. We needed to decide. It's got this beautiful black door. This will be painted black as well, the metalwork. But it was a little bit fragmented with pieces of plaster, pieces of concrete, where the configuration of the building has changed over a period of years. And it was just very difficult to make the right decision. So in the end, everything is getting plastered. So when you look at this from the outside, the way this property has changed is dramatic. Look at that. I mean, it's just everything I look at is absolutely amazing. But this was the decision. Leave some little pieces of stone exposed or just bring in that uniformity of the white. And in the end, the right decision was made yesterday. The white is coming across down to the bottom, framing this beautiful door. And also we have so much stone exposed all the way around with these two pillars that once this is done, you really have a celebration of the building with the white, the stone, the metalwork. Everything is going to work together. So to wrap my day up, I just wanted to come and see today because they've started to plaster the two edges on the side of the door, above the door, and that little piece there where you see the grey plaster. And then they're going to go over with the fine plaster and then finish it all off with a beautiful white. Yeah, I use a different system to go up. But isn't this amazing? There's still a little bit of stitching to do, a couple of little stones there that need to be replaced. Starting to remove the rubble from here now, start cleaning everything up. This is beautiful. And now the steps are going to be rebuilt and cladded in stone. So you'll have some beautiful, comfortable stairs and the shape. Special. Maestro Carlo, Maestro Alberto. Davide, perché non tieni la maglietta di casa mia? Caspita. Maestro, come procede? Caldo, no? Metti l'aria condizionata dentro lo laboratorio. Ehi! Daniele, buongiorno. We are clearing all the rubble, everything that's been built again for months. It's incredible when you're doing a refurb every month. You really need to do this, but also because we are preparing for the underfloor heating that needs to be laid. So it's important to have everything super tidy, super clean. So that's what we're doing today. These stairs are getting rebuilt, but before rebuilding the stairs, it's important to create a structure in concrete that is going to support the end of the step here. So metal is gone in. So you can see what he's doing. He's actually putting the concrete in, then he's actually lifting the metal up, so the metal is not sitting into the floor, but it's going to be remain embedded into the concrete. Now this is what makes the difference between a good job and a bad job, because someone else would have just put the blocks there and continued to build and finish the steps, and it would have looked okay. But over the years, these steps would have probably moved and they would have given, where doing it right means that you just think about the future. So thinking about the future means building the base here, which is going to work together as one piece, as a plinth. And then all the steps would actually finish there, pushing forward on one L-shaped solid piece of concrete with a metal running through. So this is what I love about what I do, is just always thinking ahead and working with builders and craftsmen who have the best interest at heart, and in doing things they finish things up in a way that they can last for generations. Actually, while I'm looking this way, well, this has changed dramatically here. The back of the building here, it's been plastered all the way. Wow, and it looks absolutely stunning.
국회를 올라오면서
I can also say that working at 38, 39 degrees, it's tough. So they're doing this now in the morning, so it'll set, and then they'll be moving in, working indoor while this sets, and then probably later this afternoon already that's going to be hard enough to start sitting all the blocks on there, and then that will be all cladded in stone using the original stone that was actually taken from these buildings. So the whole entire arch and the steps coming down will be all done with the original stone that was actually removed from here, matching this entire back area. Buongiorno.
Aspetta.
È cambiato colore già, è diventato bianco. There's been a full day bouncing around today, and we're here at Palazzo Angelini now, where the structure that is going to support the additional 4 steps that have been placed there, the wall on the side, the concrete joist holding everything into place. So now once that is set, then they can be built, and then we'll be cladding those ones at the top, so they're all going to be the same size. So this corner here is going to be absolutely gorgeous, matching all of that. Guys have worked really hard today in these temperatures to also clear tons and tons of material. We've actually kept some reclaimed old stones here and tiles that maybe they can be used as the project continues, although we are getting to that point that maybe not, but it's good to keep them. And they've done a fantastic job as I come through. Stored here a lot of the big stones. I mean, some of these are, I mean, you can get them done today. They're pietrelcese, but a lot of these blocks are maybe 200, 300, 400, 500 years old. And it would be nice really to think that they can be recycled or reclaimed here on site, maybe to create some sitting areas or something. So at the moment we've set them there because they're not in anyone's way. Just getting these ready now to be, the entire area here has all been cleared up, tidy up, ready for the leveling that is going to happen before the concrete floor gets fitted, ready to accommodate the stone that is going to be fitted here. So incredible amount of work from 7 o'clock until it's 20 past 4 now, until about 15-20 minutes ago. So full day, 5 guys working at 40 degrees, just taking rubble out. But the entire place now is looking tidy and ready for the next phase. Wow. Here at Marti, where they're specialized in the making of cementine. You know the cementine, each one gets made one by one. Marti in Spongano. This is all the cementine now. Queste si stanno tutte asciugando adesso, no?
Sì, adesso stanno ferme, quello è l'altro decoro che abbiamo fatto.
Mamma che meraviglia.
Vedi uno, secondo, qua c'è quello con i tozzetti agli angoli. Là c'è l'altro perché ce n'è uno che ce li ha grigi e l'altro che ce li ha bianchi.
Poi ci sono tutti questi, no?
Sì. Quello sopra che è un altro decoro ancora, che è la cucina, se non sbaglio questo. Quello che ha il fondo nero con... Eccolo qua. Il fondo nero con...
Absolutely amazing. So this is all the work for Palazzo Angelini. So Ludovica, if you want to put it on one of the Palazzo Angelini episodes, this is all the floor that is getting all manufactured and ready. One floor will have cementine, where another floor will have graniglia going all the way across. And the format of the graniglia is slightly larger, so they've started the production on the graniglia. Oh wow.
Questo è uno dei 2 bagni, veramente a quelli vediamo ancora tutti grezzi.
Grezzi, questi vanno tutti poi levigati, no?
Levigare noi, sì.
Che meraviglia. Ah, di qua si vede quello
sì,
con i
quello con i
tozzetti.
tozzetti, sopra c'è l'altro, guarda, vedi?
Sì.
Sotto c'è la fasciatene, quella una con il nero, l'altro con la fascettina verde, l'altro con la fascettina rossa.
Ma questi mo li si spazzano, sono una meraviglia.
Cambiano completamente.
Wow, che bello. Bello questo formato 40-40.
Questo è quello che va in cucina e poi ci manca solamente da fare l'ingresso, che è quello in mosaico.
Con il mosaico.
Quello in mosaico è già i tozzetti mosaico sono stati già tutti preparati, devo essere solamente montato.
I'm sure you have enjoyed this incredible episode full of so many things. It's amazing to see how a property can really be transformed and can be brought into the 21st century. And it's happening with the hands and the skills of a lot of incredible craftsmen. Well, until the next episode, make sure you do the most important thing, which is stay safe wherever you are.